It is October 13th. Welcome to the channel. Hope that you enjoy it. This series that I do here in the fall and deer season is called 60,000 acres, just about 60,000 acres of public land here in my home county. I've been hunting on it for 3 years. Been living here for 3 years. I'm just trying to figure it out, trying to get on a good deer and get him killed. So I got one down last year, trying to repeat this year. And October 13th is now my first time out. Which is maybe a little late in the season. It's all right. Jumped a big deer right before season on a ridge about 30 minutes from my house. It's about a mile off the road. I don't have any knowledge of him other than that I jumped him that one evening, and I'm just going to see if I can get in there, maybe find a little bit of sign. But I'm just going to try to sneak in there fairly close. It's windy tonight, and it's kind of cool. It's about 66 degrees or so, I think. The high yesterday was 80, so it's a decent little cold front. It's not really cool, but with this high winds, I feel like I should be able to get fairly close to where I jumped that deer. I'm going to try not to get too close, just close enough I can maybe see him during daylight. I just left the truck. Got about a mile walk back this road here, and then I'm gonna kind of dump off into a valley, and this buck is bedded up on this ridge that goes out to a point. The point kind of gets really kind of big and flat at the end for a ways. I'm gonna kind of cut up right before it gets really big and flat and try to get in between him and the big flat. You know, it's a crapshoot whether or not he's there again tonight, but it's the best thing I have to go off of. I do feel like I can get pretty close tonight with the wind blowing like it is. I can sneak in and be able to make it pretty close to where he was if the sign kind of leads me to do that. All right, I've gotten all the way to the top of this ridge. And I jumped one deer getting up here. There are oaks all over this. There's tons of acorns, and you can tell, you can listen, they're falling all around me. There's a bunch of them all over this ridge, so it's not like it's a real specific area. But all the sign I've seen plenty of deer sign, trails, tracks, poop. But the first bit of buck sign I've seen is right here. I've seen last year's buck sign, some really big rubs from last year, but this is the first stuff that's like here in the last couple weeks. So actually there's some poop right here, like he pooped while he was rubbing this tree, and I would say it's probably about 4 or 5 days old, I'm guessing. It's dried out, but not like super dry. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably set up here pretty close. Hopefully this little the top of this ridge will be the ticket tonight. We'll see. All right, I got about 2 hours and 20 minutes of daylight. I'm finally good and set up. Can definitely feel that evening coolness already coming. The wind is still pretty steady, gusting probably 15 to 20. It didn't help me get in here as much as I thought it would because it's just really dry. We haven't had much rain for about the last month, and it was pretty crunchy getting in here, and that wind was not as consistent as it seemed out on the highway, but found that rub and found one other one. I actually just saw it as I was climbing up my tree. So it seems like I'm in a decent little spot here. I'm about 100 and maybe 140, 150 yards from where I jumped that deer. Well, I finally made it back to the truck. Didn't get to do an exit interview there. Deer were just hanging around even after I was down and walking out. But really great sit. Hunting this big stuff. You know, and I say big stuff. I know to some guys in the Northeast or whatever, it's not that big. But the reality is, you know, it's a lot of continuous oaks out here. And continuous oaks can be really hard to hunt just because there's so much of it to be had. And if it's like, seems like it is this year, a lot of it's produced acorns. And so it's really sometimes hard to zero in on where the deer are. But I kind of found that spot this evening where it seemed like deer were, you know, there was a ton of tracks in there, a ton of poop in there, and then there was a little bit of buck sign. I don't know if that 2-year-old left that sign or what. I know that there was a big one back there at some point, but I did check a camera. We'll see what it has on it, and then we'll make a plan for next time out. Hey, like and subscribe for me. Love having y'all watch this. It's just kind of fun for me to do, and I'll see you on the next one.